baby. Come on in.
Please. Thank you. They was getting more money than they unemployment.
I'm waiting for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm going to go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the women. Now let's get to work.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on.
What's up, everybody? It's time to what? Get our just on our point of view. Hey, Coco.
How you doing? How you feeling?
Hey, everybody.
They in here tonight.
Okay, y'all in here early tonight, child. What's going on? Child, y'all is really in here. I see some new names in here. Mm-hmm. Hey, JCL, thank you. I need y'all to click, share, and subscribe to Chevelle Brooks 75 on YouTube, because that's where you can always catch everything. If you're not able to catch it on tonight, you'll always be able to catch it on tomorrow or whenever you would like. So subscribe to Chevelle Brooks 75 on YouTube and our Facebook page at Our Point of View. Okay. All right. I want to say hi to a couple of people. Hey, Marcus. I ain't never seen you in here either. Hey, Calvin. Hey, Juan. My magician here, Nicole. Nikki Diamond. Yes, ma'am. Lenise. Juan, who else? My niece Sasha, Greg, you in here? Tayana Love, you in here, girl? Girl, it's a lot of people in here, Jill. What y'all doing in here, Jill? What y'all doing in here,
Jill? Why they here?
Girl, why are y'all here? They should be here every week. I need y'all to go subscribe, honey. Yeah, go subscribe. And even if you don't watch the show, just go and click subscribe, you know?
Give us a like.
Give us some likes and stuff like that. You know, we're trying to make it. And don't forget to motherfucking share it, okay? My niece Jada in here, getting her judge. So listen, you guys, it's another week of Our Point of View. And of course, we talk about all the hot topics and things that go on in our community and in the world and abroad, okay? I had a good week this week. I went to Dallas for Dallas Southern Pride, and I spent some time with my Nissa Portia, of course, and climbed with her this weekend. I worked at Marty's in Area 111 in Dallas. It was so much fun. Tommy was there. Stasha was there. They had Remy Ma and Papoose there. I didn't go to any of those functions.
I was going to ask you, how was that?
I didn't go to any of those functions, girl. I had to work on Friday here in Hamburger Mary's.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I got up that morning, then I drove to Dallas. So all that was going on while I was on my way to Dallas. But I did get to see and party with everybody Saturday night. It was so much fun. And then I came back home and child.
How we doing?
Now we're here. Are we doing what? Oh, Sunday, of course. I have to do and go to the celebration of life for Craig Henderson and the owner of Miss Gay US of A, Jerry Bird. And Tasha Long is here in town, and some other people are coming in town for that. And if you in Houston or the surrounding areas and you knew of those men, please come and help us celebrate at the ballroom on the Bayou Sunday from 3 to 6 in Houston, Texas. where we will celebrate those lives of those men that were very dear to a lot of people, especially me. So, and I'm off this weekend, girl.
Mm-hmm. But
except for that, and then I work at Hamburger Mary Sunday night at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock.
For my godson's birthday, Tylee Sanchez.
Oh,
yes. So we gonna turn up.
We gotta turn up, actually.
Yeah. I'm gonna be celebrating life all day today.
And I think that's a positive thing, especially for them.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna have a good time on Sunday. And so then I'm off to Atlanta next weekend for the Pride Day show. It's Pride in Atlanta, hosted by Sophia. Gia Tejura will be on the show. Mr. Gay America will be on the show. Who else is there? Oh, Mercedes L'Oreal. And who's the pretty chick in the pink? I don't know. Y'all know who that is? I didn't even read. But I will be there, and the function is from 2 to 6, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 2 to 6 p.m. And then I will be working at Miss Georgia US of A, not yet, Georgia US of A on that Sunday, Georgia US of A Classic and Miss Georgia US of A. Let me put my glasses on just so I can really see what's going on. Well, I'm sitting up here playing. Miss Georgia US of A, Miss Georgia US of A Classic, hosted by Maya Ross Monroe at the Mix in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, so I'll be in Atlanta next week. I'm having a good time. Oh, and I work Friday night at Midtown Moon.
Absolutely.
Yes, I forgot about that. Okay. Thank you, girl. I'm glad you got me. Just then on October 20th, you know, here in Houston, I'm starting to have at the Boom Boom Room every third Wednesday. I'm bringing the ballroom scene back to Houston because we need it back here in our city and all that kind of stuff, and especially in our state. You know, I don't walk balls or nothing, but I like to watch them. So, if I have a platform to do it, I'm gonna do it. So I have a platform to do it on Wednesday night. So every Wednesday night we have a ball in Houston, and we're gonna have the Bloody Mary's ball for Halloween. So I will be posting that, and if you're in town or want to come in town or whatever, feel free to do that. And November, the third Wednesday, will be the Trans Awareness Ball. So it's Trans Awareness Week that week. So come down and get your gist. All right, we're gonna bring in our panelists now. That's what I'll be doing. Let's see what they've been doing. Let's bring in Nicole Love Dupree. Hi, Nicole. Hey. How you doing? Leo Dupree.
Hello.
Everybody got their cup on it. Yeah, yes, God. Mine not clean. I was drinking in mine, and so mine is not clean.
Yeah.
And right now we're gonna welcome in Aja Dupree.
Hey.
Hey, in a remote location.
Yes, I'm in South Florida, so I'm in my little beach wear.
Yes, all right, South Florida. Must be nice, Jill.
What's up?
And also Dominique Sanchez. Girl. Oh, Lord have mercy. Girl, you got you a bucket? And I'm sure Trent is at work and on the set of Queen. And speaking of Queen, y'all check Queen out on CBS, I think it is, with Brandy and Eve and Notori. Is that Notori? Notori Nodden. And I keep always forgetting the other chick name. Oh my God, that's so horrible. I'm gonna have to write that down. But I was skimming through Instagram the other day, and Trent not on here right now, but I had ran by Brandy's Instagram page, and baby, her skin had looked absolutely beautiful. Look at that child. So I said to Trent, I said, child, is this your work? Are y'all at work? And he fell out laughing. He said, yes, it is. That was him. And that's it. I said, child, you make her skin look so pretty. He said, no, she got pretty skin, but the foundation that he used do give her that glow. I was like, okay, that's what Tom Ford does, honey. That's what Tom Ford does. But baby, she looks so pretty. Don't y'all agree?
She does.
Yes, she does.
I love Brandy Child. I'm not, everybody says she the vocal Bible. I'm not gonna get into that part, but
Yeah.
yeah, I
Please
think she can
don't.
sing. I love her better as an actress though. I love her as an actress. It wasn't a filter. She was live. She had I took them from her live while she was getting her judge. So Nicole, how was your week?
It was really, really good. Interesting. I know everybody is flooded in here tonight, expecting us to talk about certain things, but we're going to talk about the fabric of our country tonight.
The fabric of our lives.
Baby.
And Neil.
Hey, Coco.
Hello.
I like how you like to whisper like you over there.
And I put a little thing.
Neil, how was your week?
My week was great. I did my same normal thing. I looked at, I played cards last night. Had a great time. Looked at TV. Looked at CNN. They were talking about stealing the election. So I mean,
Stealing.
yeah.
Speaking of stealing,
election stuff.
Oh Jesus!
there's a lot of stealing going on these days.
Neil called me last night from his car party, and I was like, I don't know none of them people over there, Neil. I'm just like, well, you just holding up the club.
Yes. I enjoy my Tuesday nights. It's just a real chill vibe in the house, so we can just have fun and get full in the house.
You know, I'm always down for chilling in the house because you ain't got to worry about nobody telling you put your weed out. You know, none of that. I can play cards. If you want to dance, Charles, living room floor. You know, get your judge. Aja, you down in Miami? What's going on? What you doing? How's your week?
I'm here on a little 10-day vacation, relaxing, and just doing a little something. That's all. Just chilling.
Well, that's good, girl. You need the vacation. You've been reigning as a queen for 2 years, so
Yes,
it's time for a
thank
break.
you.
Dominique, and your week?
My week has been good, very productive. Just, to be honest with you, I've been thinking about the next phase of my life, and I think I'm just kind of getting burned out on the entertainment phase of my life. So I'm trying to think about what my game plan is going to be once I leave the stage. I think I'm getting burned out. I'm just getting really exhausted with the way that things have changed, and I don't think I fit into what is changing into. And so I just think it's best that I just take a step back. I can celebrate what other people are doing, but I think it's time for me to move on to something else.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Well, whatever you do and decide to do, I'm here to support you, honey.
I'm with you right now.
Hey, Kennedy. I was telling Tasha today when I was getting ready for the show, and she got to see, me interact and do all the stuff that I do to prepare for the show. And she's like, "Ooh, girl." I thought I was like, "Yeah." I said it's a lot, but I told her, I say I love doing it. It's fun to me, and so I say I don't want to have to turn in somebody else's music for the rest of my life. So I'm trying to find something else to do. So I'm trying.
Right.
I really do want to commend you, because what people don't know is of all the work that you actually do put into it, leading all the way up until the day of, and then you start immediately the night when we finish. So I commend you, and you deserve applause for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I thank y'all for being here on this ride, on this journey with me. I want to give also a congratulations to one of our very own Continental sisters, Vanessa Ben Cartier. She is the winner of Drag Race Holland. She just gave up Continental a couple of weeks ago, and she went home and found out she won Drag Race Holland. Now she's a Drag Race girl. So congratulations, Vanessa. And she's trans, and if I'm not mistaken, she's post-op, right?
I do believe so.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
You say what, Nicole?
I ain't never checked it out. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. I don't know.
Oh, you never went under the hood of the car.
Honey, she used to work with us at Hamburger Mary's a lot, during the shutdown. and she couldn't get back to Holland, so she was in St. Louis with us, and I smelled some tuna casserole every now and then.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
she ain't doing like the child to play the prank on her girlfriend, and her girlfriend told her she stank.
Ooh,
And
I
she
told her
told
she
her,
was staying
no,
the
I
other
don't.
night. He was staying the other night. And
You
I
was
had to
thinking the other night. Baby, she ain't got mad.
Girl, that hand went left. Real
She ain't
quick.
got
You
mad.
and me.
So in Hollywood, Florida, Timmy Adalakun, I'm assuming Timmy Adalakun from Hollywood, Florida, made history being the first African American to become valedictorian and having a 5.6 GPA at his high school, and that's a picture of him. So congratulations to Timmy Adalakun, an African American who was the first African American to become valedictorian in his school, and that's in Hollywood, Florida, of all places. You know, that's down there by Miami and Fort Lauderdale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of all places, the first one.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
awesome.
his GPA is the highest they've ever had in the school.
Right, which means that he was taking all AP classes.
Baby, he was tearing
That's
them
what
up.
that means, that he was making straight A's
Straight
with
A's.
all AP classes, because AP classes are worth 5 points instead of the usual 4 points. So that's amazing. 5.6. So that means he made over what was even, the standard. So that's
what I was like. How did you make a 5.6?
That means he didn't get nothing wrong.
Well, they're weighed differently. You have IB courses, then you have AP courses, and you have honors courses. So it's a lot of different weights to the grades.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
That's really, really awesome. He's so smart.
Yes,
I wouldn't even want to talk to him, really.
Right.
Because
you're too smart for me, Jeff. I didn't understand that word. I just came with you right now.
You know what you say to him? Every time you say something, you say, "You right, you right."
Yeah. I agree.
Like Frida say, "You right, I'm wrong."
Right.
Child, 'cause I just can't. But moving on. So, this was in the news this week, child, and y'all was actually last week. Kelly Price was missing.
Mm-hmm.
And I want y'all to know, I never, ever, ever got to understand who was the one that put the APB out for. That's what I want to know. I want to know who put the APB out for, because it had to be a report, right?
Right.
For the news and all of that to get to the media.
She probably got a new album coming out.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Nicole. I'm sorry. From the way that I understood it seemed from the stories that were generating, it seemed that the sister is the one that got it all started. That's what it seems like. And so the daughter reached out to the Nikki person. Is her name Nikki?
Nikki Gibb.
So the daughter reached out to her. And so then after they tried to get in touch with Kelly, they couldn't get in touch with her. So then they said, okay, well then let's talk to the police. And so then the police said, reach out to the sister, and then it just seemed to snowball from there.
I don't understand why. Okay, I don't know about the Kelly's daughter, but I know she got a son, and he lives in LA. But there was nobody else in Atlanta that could have went by the house or something.
Well, according to the Nikki person, she said that they did try to do a wellness check, but I don't think that she was at home. She had left her house, so they couldn't get in touch with her via.
By this time, she in the hospital.
Right, to do no, I don't think she was even in the hospital, because she had been released from the hospital. She was somewhere else. So the wellness check was. Go ahead, Nicole. I'm sorry.
She said she would.
No, I said Steak and Shake.
That's what they said. So the wellness check was done at her house. They couldn't get in touch with her at her house. So then that's when they supposedly became concerned. And then that's when they put out the missing persons thing. But according to what Kelly told TMZ, she hasn't spoke to her sister since her mother died. So she just felt like her sister was being messy and she felt like she was using her daughter to try to just create a messy situation.
But I don't even think that Nikki and Kelly was like girlfriends like that for her to even get called. You know what I'm saying?
Well, supposedly they were doing some type of shows together. And so when Kelly could not make the appearances, they called, were they a part of Brownstone?
Uh-huh.
They called them to perform in Kelly's place. And so that's how that all became a part of the situation, because that Brownstone was taking Kelly's place in whatever performances they were
Kelly
doing.
was supposed to do. It's a video of when she talked to TMZ, and this is what she told them.
A couple of days later, and the first thing I remember is the team of doctors standing around me and asking me if I knew what year it was.
Wait, when you say they lost you, can you clarify what that means?
Yeah, I died.
Girl, so she had died. They brought her back to life. She got out the hospital and then went missing.
Right. Because also in the original interview, she said she tried to stay at home, but she said that people were constantly calling. They were just dropping by. And she said she couldn't get any rest at home. So she felt that it was best that she left the home. From what she also said, she says there were people that knew where she was, but she asked them not to reveal any of her personal information.
And so that's what the brat was one of those people that she had called. And she told them who to call and what to tell them. And then Nikki went on her podcast and said some things. And so the brat got mad, and this is what happened.
And why are you telling the story about what her daughter did and what her daughter said? Like, that is messy. 5 miles till messy. This what you want? Let's do it. I don't even do this petty.
And baby, she went all but that 5 miles to messy hell almost took me out.
Baby, the brat had went left on her, Chevelle.
Yeah, she did. And
she was cussing. Did you see the one when she was driving in a car, girl?
In her car. Yeah, she wanted to cry, baby. She was mad, and she was
very upset.
She told us who to call, and she said talk to the people who she wanted to talk to. But Nikki had a rebuttal.
If somebody got something to say to me, they can call me like Kelly did, like her daughter did, like her sister did. If they got something to say about that.
If they can't call you, then that means that they listen. Hello, if you don't have my number in your phone, then that means that we have no reason to speak.
6 degrees of separation.
Or anything else.
6 degrees of separation. Ain't no need for no feud. I don't start fights, but I don't back down from nothing and nobody. And I hate when people have huge platforms and they just assume the worst about me, especially people I know.
That you thought you knew. Let's clarify.
Right. So anyway, I'm glad that I helped Kelly's family.
Just stop.
I haven't heard nothing from her since she was on R&B Divas.
Nikki Gilbert is good.
From who, Chevelle?
From Nikki Gilbert.
Oh, okay. She don't want that Debrat smoke.
She is good for TV, ain't she?
Yeah, because honey, Debrat sent her an invitation. She said, "You know where I am."
Well,
and she gave her the rundown.
They might need to put her on Atlanta Housewives because they finna go off the air after this season. So they might need to add her and Judy. they need to add her and Judy since Judy married the Brett. That'll be cute. And
is that who Big Booty Judy is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They need to add them to the Atlanta Housewives before they start filming, so the show can be good. this season. Okay. And in other news, R. Kelly has been charged, and he has been found guilty of racketeering and all kind of other judge. And I'm so glad that they finally got this down and over with, because he needs to go on and make his bed and lie in it. So, and he's got other stuff. They what?
They paid for that.
And then he had some other charges, and he had some other charges and other state suit. But the trial began on the 18th, and he was the first thing they talked about was Aaliyah, and they said that Aaliyah, Jane Doe 1 was the singer Aaliyah, who died in 2001. Jurors heard from multiple witnesses who were present at her marriage to Kelly on August 31st, 1994, when he was 27 and she was 15. Prosecutors showed copies of the couple's marriage license application, which listed Aaliyah at age 18 and at the time of their wedding, as well as the marriage license and marriage certificate. But they also talked about how the man went to take that down for a second. How the man went to the lady and changed the birth certificate and paid her $500. All of the people had testified into everything that had went on for when they got married. And then,
what happens to those people? Because you're a government official that did something fraudulent. So what happened to that individual?
And some of these parents I know some of these parents just agreed to a lot of this stuff back then in the late 90s, early 2000s. Because R. Kelly was a bona fide A-list celebrity with millions of dollars. So I just don't believe that he was a mastermind and just did all this on his own. Like,
he didn't do it on his own. He hired the people and they helped him.
Well, I'm saying the help without the parents' knowledge. Some of these parents, I think, knew.
Yeah, because they were benefiting from it.
Yeah, they were. That's what we were talking about last week.
And they could just say, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Even in the documentary, when they was talking with Sparkle, and she was saying how surprised she was when they had went to court and did all of that the family turned around and said that it wasn't the girl. And she said she felt like it was because they was paying them off, which is probably what they did to a lot of the families.
And I'm sure they did it to a lot of them. And so they need to be charged too, but ain't nothing gonna come to them, I don't think. I don't think nothing's gonna happen to them. But he also he still has legal battles after this trial in the Northern District of Illinois. He faces more federal charges, including child pornography and obstruction charges. And he also faces criminal charges in Minnesota for 2 counts of engaging in prostitution with a minor, and Illinois state charges for aggravated criminal sexual abuse. And he has pleaded not guilty to all those charges right now. So I'm sure they have all the evidence and everything that they need, and they're going to turn that one too. So he's going to be there for quite some time.
The way they were really finally able to get him in New York was about the trafficking. That's bringing the minors and stuff across state lines. That's how they were able to get him for sure there.
Oh, did they? They didn't play that on TV though. They should have played that on TV, because I'm sure that trial had all kind of stuff going on in it, honey.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's for his good. Ain't nobody gonna stop listening to his music. He has some great music, so. You know, they're not gonna stop playing this music. They're not gonna stop buying. Well, they stop selling his music though.
Well, he
probably. Do y'all realize there are not no record stores anymore?
Let's take a look. I'll look it up.
He probably not making money off of it, but
it was on Court TV. Somebody said some of it.
Just like I'm gonna still watch the Cosby Show.
Well, they back playing it now.
TV1.
They back playing it now. So, child, hey, listen. So, listen, y'all. In other news, hold on, cause this right here. You know,
here we go.
Uh-oh.
So, in other news, oh Lord, I don't even know where to go with this. Tasia Thomas had posted the other day about some suits that she had made for some young men that are getting married. It says, I want to take this time to apologize to Call Him Bun, his fiance. I was to make them suits for their wedding, in which I was charging them $1,200. I ordered them suits from a location which was wrong. I returned them their money, and I'm still making sure they have what they need to for their special day. It was wrong, and I will do what's right. See you guys tomorrow. So she was supposed to make these young men some suits, but instead, like she said, she ordered them from somewhere else and tried to pass them off as the suits. And they had like some talks and stuff about what had transpired. And he himself had found the suits on Amazon and ordered one. And so I guess that's how he found out that, you know, that was the same suit, because someone told him you can get that suit from off of Amazon. Am I right? Somebody, am I going in the right direction? So he talked to Tasia, and whatever they talked about, she may end up fixing the suits for them. He came and picked up the suits, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday. And so everything is on the up and up. But in the midst of that, he talked to Amaya Glamazon about the situation with Tasia that he had with her and the suits. And so, wait a minute, somebody said, well, J&J fixed his suits for free. Yes, J&J fixed the suits for free. And, well, she didn't have no choice but to fix them and make it right, you know. So that's what she did. So the other day, Tasia was on her live feed and was talking about some people that was at a fabric store in Atlanta, Fine Fabrics. She went in there, and I think the lady was named Cindy, Kathy, Carolyn, whatever it is. And she asked Tasia, did she know these certain people? And I'm going to just play that first, but let me do it, Coco, because I don't even know how I got it in there. Where you at? Okay, that the first one.
So this is Candy. Hey, say hey, Candy. So who are they? Oh yeah,
Candy.
Go back. So it's those two. Mm-hmm. Go back to the video. Click on the video. Okay.
그건 오구고. 이거 사구고. 다 찍었잖아. 이거 우리 다 찍었어. 다 찍었잖아.
So that's what Tasia got from Candy at the fabric store, and she went live and talked about it. And so her and what is that? Jonathan. Jeremy. They talked. I'm not sure if Amaya and her has talked, but hey, Trent.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
How you doing?
Hey, Trent.
Good. How y'all doing? Pretty good.
Welcome to the show.
Listen, dude,
so I don't know what had transpired between if they even talked or not, but they were saying that it wasn't them. So they had Tasia and one of the guys had a talk, and it was a really kind of long conversation. So I kind of like broke it down a little bit.
Okay.
So as far as me stealing anything, I don't have to steal, baby.
Okay.
And I think that's what's bothering me the most is because I heard about this video maybe a week or two ago.
Okay, so hold on, wait.
So you say you heard about it. We're not the only one that has it. I'm not the only one that has it.
I think what the problem is that because it has been brought up a week or two ago, because people have been writing me, inboxing me about it, but it's been a talk thing about girlfriends or however it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think where I feel some kind of way is about is because I think that you're making it a platform where people is now making it like I'm this kind of a person, and that's not who I am.
So let me help you. So let me.
If you can you identify me?
So let me help you really quickly. First of all, you used the word platform in the wrong sentence. I'm gonna help you with that. So you said it's not you?
I know that it's not me.
So why don't you go to the establishment to clear your name?
But I've already been there.
When?
That's why I posted, because you were there today, and I went there to buy needles today, and
So that was a conversation that they had, and also she would talk. Tasia was talking to both of them. Is it Jonathan and Jeremy? Jonathan and Jeremy. Let me make sure I want to get the names right. So I want them to say that I got the names wrong. Jeremy, yes, Jonathan and Jeremy. And at the end of the video, one of them told Tasia that I want you to know that I'm recording. And so Tasia said, I'm recording too. I want you to know I'm recording too. So that's how we got here, and I got that. So, I don't want y'all to think that that had came, and I was being in a kind of way. But so both of them recorded that conversation, and said person said that wasn't them. They had went in that store that day, and that wasn't them. They were saying that Tasia was that was defamation of character for her to put out the video or send the video out. But they said that they have heard of the said video a week or two prior. So I don't know why, it was such a big deal that Tasia went live about the video, because y'all already knew about the video. I guess Tasia just brought light to the video, if I'm not mistaken, because that's the only thing that could be, the reason behind all of it.
Now, let me ask you this. Yeah. How do you feel about Tasia sharing this?
Well, Tasia wasn't the only one sharing it. Because
she made it more public than anybody.
But Tasia wasn't the only one sharing it because they already seen the video. So the said person that had the video, which was Vic, because they made he made a post, put the post up that I think Jonathan made.
Please.
The other one. There. Vic. I guess I'll address the situation at hand. What I see in the video are two people doing what's been done for years. If you ask me, our community was built on boosters, stunt queens, scammers, check writers, and prostitution. The problem is the bitch that tried to spray them just can't take. She jealous, evil, and just outright mad for no reason. The bitch that told who the two people was Vic Henderson. So Vic was the one that told who it was. And from my understanding, Vic was one of the people that went to the store, and they asked Vic. It was another person that they asked. It's like 4 people that they asked, including Tasia. Malaysia was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how it got out. So, and I know that everybody, from what I'm understanding, a lot of people was upset that Tasia shared the video or whatever. So the only reason why it was more public is because Tasia Thomas has a larger following. And that's what they were saying, that, Tasia has a platform, and so it got out because of her. And so they were saying that it wasn't them. And
but with the video being passed around already, they don't think that somebody.
But I know when I woke up, I got it from a whole bunch of people. I got it from me too. I got it from a whole bunch of people. So you never know, because we're not CSI to know who actually sent out the video. You know what I'm saying? Tasia just was the one to make it public. But then today, German made under that post that German made, it was the videos and stills of the video. So I got the video, so I put it together, and here we have it.
Roll that
They say
beautiful footage.
they ask anybody who comes in there play it.
Yeah, just keep it right there.
2.
More. Little more. See that? Look.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, that's you coming.
Yeah.
3.
I know the guy too.
Yeah.
I know the other one too.
3. Let me see.
They've been joking around. This guy joking around to me.
Mm-hmm.
4.
4 yards.
Yeah, no, 6.5, maybe 7 yards.
Oh, that's not that.
7 yards enough.
That's it. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Second one coming.
I know.
Okay, it's this. Okay, I want. I'm gonna take 1 yard in this.
All of you?
No. Just.
Thank you.
Right after the other person, I followed them right away. Okay.
Not straight.
No, straight.
That's when I'm coming up.
I know, 1 yard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, enough calling for it already, okay?
Ah.
Candy coming.
이게 얼마짜리야? 소리 죄송합니다.
She's coming.
Don't
That's
care.
1.
Yeah, 1.
Oh.
Don't care.
I think play number.
Girl, it's the comments for me. It's the
Well,
comments for me.
let me say this. This is sad. I'm not trying to. I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they right for what they're doing. I do understand pageantry gets expensive. You want to look good all the time. I can remember days when I was running out of Hancock when I was doing pageant. Yes, I did pageants back in the day. I ran out of stores with a lot of fabric, and hoping Savannah would make my stuff. And Savannah always worked us. We always gave him our money. He never made the stuff, so it was pointless.
Just turn this off.
But child, I done ran out of stores with stuff. Hell, I done had to run with merchandise because they done took my check to the back or something. So
But
it ain't clear. But
yes,
y'all gonna give me drama, so I'm gonna go and run with the merchandise because baby, y'all gonna give me whatever anyway, and it is what it is. And I'm with you, Trent. I started out running out of Joann's.
You know what? A lot of
girls
national
and stuff. A
entertainers
lot of us have done it.
have benefited off of stolen goods and stolen merchandise. We have. What I hate about this,
everybody that performed have benefited off of stolen goods.
You understand?
Absolutely.
What I hate the most about this is, and this is, let me talk to Tasia right quick. Tasia, if you're looking, we family. I look at all my gay friends and stuff. We family. I'm not turning nobody's name in for no Chinese people, no Asian people who probably paid 3 cents a yard and selling for $50 a yard. I'm just not. This is my community. No, I don't know who that is. I don't understand what it is, and I'm not gonna put this out for everybody to see to try to embarrass somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because we've all done something that we are not so proud of. I'm just thankful and blessed that God had enough love for me, enough favor over my life, enough grace for me to change my life and take me in a whole different direction. You know, because
But I honestly
who
think the
are we?
situation. I think the situation goes deeper
It
because
does.
I think it's more to the story, and it's kind of like a tit for tat thing. Like, I got something on you, now I'm finna expose you. I got something on you. So I think it goes deeper than just this, because I kind of feel like had it been anybody else, nobody probably wouldn't have cared or not said anything.
Right. And let me say this: Amaya be looking sickening on stage. That boy be with that stolen fabric. He be making the hell out them costumes, and she be so done up on that Monday night show and them other shows and them national walk, whatever it takes. I knew an entertainer who told me she stole every rhinestone out of a store one time to make her dress. You know
But
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this though.
Okay.
When you are on the platform, I was one. I didn't steal like that. I would go steal fringe with collections at Clothwork. That's
Don't you bring collections in this?
Yeah, I will, and that's that's the extent of my stealing. But when I realized who I was becoming and who I was going to be, I had to back. I never did. I knew who I want to be, and I knew how I want to be perceived. I knew I didn't want to go to jail and all that kind of stuff like that. So I did what I let my money allow. And if I had booster friends, I would buy from them or something like that. Because I knew if something happened to me, Chevelle Brooks, that's when this here was going to happen.
But I think what tends to happen is because, and I can speak from experience, I think we get, when you're young and you come in this and you see the girls that you kind of like admire stuff, and you want to keep up. It's called like keeping up with the Joneses, basically. And you really can't keep up with the Joneses, but you gotta keep up in order to get that. I kind of get it.
Yes, this industry makes us feel like we have to.
Exactly.
I don't think she should be embarrassed at all because, at some point, some of us have done that. It's just the fact that now, the way that technology is, things is like it's everywhere and it gets out. You know what I'm saying? It gets out.
Yeah, it gets out.
What you want to say, Neil?
Get it.
Okay. I've been disengaged a little while because I was looking at Big Brother, but now that the winner's chosen, I can focus on this. I do want to circle back around to that topic because we kind of went over Tage and the $1,200 thing. We didn't have opportunity to speak on that, so I want to go back to later. But with the Maya situation.
Wait, hold on, Neil. Hold on, let me tell Nicole. Nicole, your video is lagging. Come out and come back in or something. Because you was froze for a while.
So I think, like Trent said, we've all done those things. Well, I don't know about Dominique, but I know
because I have not.
So
yes, you have.
Yes, so,
I have not. I can honestly say I have not.
So
that has not been my thing. No, that was never my thing because I grew up working for Norman, and when I worked for Norman, he started me out because this is where I got myself into trouble because people will tell you Dominique don't have the best clothes because if I didn't have the money for it, I just didn't have it. Mm-hmm. I did not resort to those tactics. If I didn't have the money for it, because what I always did, I took care of home first and foremost.
Yeah,
and if I did, after I took care of home, and I'm not saying I'm acting like I'm high and mighty, but I can honestly sit here and say that was never my thing. Because if I didn't have the money to pay for it, I did not have it.
What you got to say, Neil?
And well, for the person to say we all, I said we all except, I was like, I don't know about Dominique, but the rest of us had already said it. Person who said, stop saying we all. I'm talking about we all at the panel right here that you're watching.
Yeah.
So
I'm talking about most people.
Yeah. So I'm saying it's a double edged. It's a double edged sword because you do have those people that people really pressure you to appearances and your looks and garments, and it's a lot of pressure on people to go outside of your means and find these different situations. No, I'm not saying it's right to do it. But it's a lot of pressure that's put on people to do things that they probably wouldn't normally do. to impress people that they don't even know. So they're doing this for a like and a share for people that you don't even know, because if you
or trying to live up to a standard that's been set by previous people. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to reign national because no national title is really giving nobody a stipend every month to get hair, to get new gowns, to or clothes.
Except for Miss America.
Like Miss America probably, but that's just one of many. So sometimes people have to resort to certain things. But here's my thing. When somebody died, we have so many rest in peace across our screen all day long. So when somebody died, oh my God, I can't believe this. I wish I would have said it. So why we can't show our people love when some entertainer who's been doing it for a while can call Amaya up and say, hey girl, you don't go about it like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to do this, you got to do that. You can't be this way. You're a symbol of excellence. You know, it's just like they standing to the side waiting on some tea on somebody to say, hey, they a terrible person.
Nobody was able to do.
So, it's a couple things I found humorous in the videos. First, I found it was funny. The first initial video, the commentary with Tage and telling the lady scroll down. Okay, showing the lady, all that was funny to me. But the difference in these people now, 15 years ago, if you ran out of a store, you just didn't walk out of a store so casual. If somebody came in your car, you like punched it on them. I was like,
and you had mace in your hand or something.
Yeah, mace.
Listen.
I'm like, what is going on right here?
Can I tell y'all something? I bought a 1990 Lumina, Chevrolet Lumina from my grandma years ago. It went about, the high top speed was 40. Okay, that was so regular. We ran out of handcuffs with so much fabric, jumped in that car. If a police was on a bike, they would have caught me. I had to go down the back streets. I had to go all around different neighborhoods to get away. But I'm glad those days are over. When you know better, you do better. I've hung with them all. I've sold drugs. I've been in the store stealing. I've done it all. You know what I'm saying? But when you know better, you do better. But these are the moments we reach out to somebody like Amaya and say, you know, we still love you. You did something wrong, but it doesn't define who you are for the rest of your life. You know, or she's not a symbol.
It doesn't define who you are right now.
No,
right now, right?
You know,
she can still be a symbol.
I learned from my mistakes. So guess what? Me going through those things and doing the things that I did, I have been probably someone positive for someone else, or you know, from those experiences or your story. So I'm not ashamed of nothing I done. Absolutely not.
I mean,
I'm not.
I'm
proud of the change, but I'm definitely not ashamed.
Those things define who you are and make you
accountability for their actions from that.
And it gives you a perspective that you understand what people are going through because you've been through that journey and you're at a different place in life now, but you've been there in the past. Myself from 15 plus years ago, I understand what happened the other day or whenever this video happened. The only difference is we wouldn't have been slow walking to no cars, and they wouldn't have been able to take nothing out the car once it's in there. Like, it would have been a whole situation. But they're very calm. They're very peaceful.
But Amaya haven't admitted to anything. She haven't said anything. She haven't acknowledged it or nothing like that, which I think is a good thing. You know, you don't have to. But I do, and Trinity had said something early on. What was the gain from that? From my understanding, it is something deeper. And like they said earlier, it is like a tit for tat thing. But if they get to the root of whatever that problem is and handle that with each other and be grown about the situation, you can let all of this go.
And with some people, you got to realize we can't let it go and we can't be friends and we can't get over it. We're just not going to be on the same page. And that's just it because... Well,
I am not saying to be friends, you know, or whatever. Because
certain things I can't even be cordial with you anymore. So, like, I can't speak on them, but once you cross a certain line with me, we can't even be cordial with each other. I mean, I can see you, you see me, but some people are just not meant to mesh, and you just get over it, and whatever they have going on, they just go their separate ways. Now, the awkward thing is they stay in the same city, they work on the same some of the same shows, have to interact or be around each other. So that's something for them two to have to figure out. But that's a very sticky situation.
I don't know what, they did to Tasia that, Tasia said that they doing to them. That's why she doing what she doing. I don't know but we do know what Tasia doing to them because she makes it public. So whatever it is, it needs to be handled, and they need to figure it out so they can stop.
Agree.
So they can stop and leave each other alone. Don't mess with each other. And whatever you doing that Tasia saying you doing, if I'm mistaken, was owned up to. If I'm not mistaken, it was owned up to. But allegedly.
I thought they got past this though.
They did. I thought.
Well, I don't think they that part they did because they made up here on the show. They made up here on the show. But her child even made a post. 7. He had made a post about how he felt about the situation. I thought it was funny. Wait, where's that girl? Let me make this clear. Pageantry was built on such prostitutes stealing, scamming. So he or she who is perfect, please cast the first stone. Do know her son 7, money runs long. I could buy all that ish for my mother, and she will always be the symbol of excellence in my eyes through God. I'm just mad they didn't use my Hummer truck to get me anything. Trust me, I would have put it on them eating Asian salad. That was funny to me. But if your money long, you can run me some, and you might as well sponsor your mama now, and she ain't gotta go steal it. Just being cute.
It's good, and it's good to have kids with that mentality because I would never, at this point in my life, do that for Nicole.
But I've never even asked any of my kids to steal for me, write checks for me, or any of that. When I do pageants, I'm doing a pageant, and if you want to sponsor me, you sponsor me. That's how it is. I would never ask you to go risk your life for me so I could do a pageant. Now, what you want to do for me on your own, if that's what you want to do, then okay. I'm not gonna be responsible for you getting caught or anything like that. You'll never get to say it was my fault because I was going to write checks for you. So what I did is I kicked and split it around the country and did most of my money myself, got my money myself, and then along with people helping me sponsoring me. But I worked hard for everything that I want. Yes, I did. But so I knew I couldn't do it. How Alexis Gabrielle Sherrington do it. I knew I couldn't do that. All I had was me and my 2 feet and my friends at home. I can't pay for no company. I can pay my girlfriends though, and my nieces and nephews and all of them, but I can't pay no company. So this is what I'm gonna do, and we gonna run this such as Dominique said. This is how we got. But people do what they do, and you don't condemn people for what they do. And I just want them to get to the root of it all.
Me too. It's over a trans man, right?
Well.
Won't they cheat in the next room? I mean, can we get over it?
I don't know. Somebody was in the room. Do y'all know who that was? Was that?
Yeah, that's the person. That's Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan left. Well, we had to talk about it first, Jonathan, before we could ask you to come on in. Oh, okay. So, Jonathan, come on back in and come talk to us. I'm sorry we took so long, but we had to talk about it first, and I didn't see you in there till in, and then you jumped on out. But how do y'all feel about public altercations via social media? But you want to probably apologize about it because that's what Tasia told one of them. She wanted a public apology, and so she wanted a public apology, and that's why.
What was the issue? A public apology for what?
For doing whatever she said was said done. Because I don't know if I'm even supposed to talk about that.
In that trend.
I don't know. But he's in the room now, so we're just gonna go on and we'll talk about that. Welcome in the room, Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to our point of view.
How y'all doing? I love the show. I've always wanted to be on it. Maybe not in this. We here now, baby.
But we here now, child.
So this is what I want to address because I'm a successful business owner and I do my own thing. Even though I was raised in the hood and I had to do things back in the day to handle my business. The issue is not fine fabrics. The issue is that Miss Tasia cannot take a Maya Glamazon. And that's just point blank, period. When you are in the community, you worried about somebody going to steal from a millionaire, allegedly stealing from $1 million business. You worried about that, but you're not worried about the fact that you took somebody's wedding and you stole $1,200 from these people. This is their wedding day. You stole $1,200 from these people. And you then when they got there, what's funny about it is you didn't pop the damn buttons off the suit. Like you done made this suit. They get there, they like, what's going on? Oh, I got a soda purple down the middle of the suit. So you got a soda purple in a $58 suit that you're going to charge somebody $1,200 for. And your issue is that somebody is stealing out of fine fabrics. You're stealing directly from the community. That doesn't make any sense. So make it make sense to me. What's worse? You stealing from fine fabric or you stealing directly from somebody that's in the community for their wedding day? That doesn't make sense. You can't throw rocks and then hide your hand.
That's right. They're both wrong in them instances, but that's why I don't like what Tasia made a post about her is to get, I guess she was getting ahead of the drama that was going to ensue from the people who she did this to. But I heard you say that Tasia can't take a Maya. Tell us exactly what you mean by that.
When I mean that Tasia can't take a Maya, I mean she was already trying to sleep with somebody who she was already with. We call that hashtag sloppy seconds. That's one. Two, on top of
but wait, I don't mean to stop you, Jonathan. Wasn't it a move on the level while they were together, if I'm not mistaken?
Absolutely. It was a move on the level while they were together. So that already showed that you're a deceitful type of person. It was a move on the lover at first. And then you just continue this. Not only have you allegedly said that it was Miss Amaya Glamazon, you've gone from store to store showing her picture. What type of time do you have where you're going from store to store to show somebody's picture to directly get them in trouble? That tells me that you can't take a person.
Well, she does. She works in loss prevention, right?
I thought she was the drag queen, but hey, I don't know where she works. But my thing is, if you are doing certain things to people in the community, why would you try to out somebody else? Why wouldn't you say then you made a post and said, oh, I took the $1,200 and then you deleted the post? If you were gonna stand in your shit, stand in your shit. You just as wrong as the next bitch. I don't know. I'm not here to incriminate nobody. I don't know who the fuck is in the video. I don't know. I thought it was a boy, 2 boys. I don't know who the fuck was in the motherfucking video. But I'm not here to incriminate anybody. But if you wanted to get some clout or you wanted to get a little, it makes you look bad in the community because like Trent said earlier, we are supposed to be linked together as a family. Do you think that when they calling you all kind of names and stuff that those Asians are going to stand up for you? Absolutely not. They're not. They're not going to be in your corner.
So do you think they can get past this, Jonathan?
I don't necessarily think that it's something that they can get past because as you can see, Mr. Maya Glamazon hasn't said a thing about it. And you pressed on, Tasia is pressed on the Maya like she is on those buttons of those suits she stole. Oh. So I'm having a hard time understanding why she has so much to say about it. When you can't take somebody, it's normally like an eye roll or, oh, bitch, I can't stand you. But when you go out of your way to incriminate somebody and go from store to store after you've already stolen from people, that's a whole nother level.
So, Jonathan, you keep saying she stole the suits, but then the guys got the suits now.
Actually, Jeremy fixed their suits for free. They were just here at the house not too long ago. Jeremy fixed their suits a couple of days ago for free. And Miss Tasia still has money from these people. Even $600, $700 is too much money for $58 Amazon suits.
I thought she got the money back to
She refunded the money.
She refunded half of the money.
Giselle.
Well, he said that he only paid half. He said that on the conversation that I heard, he said that I paid half because that's what she asked for, and I don't mind doing it.
$675.
He ended up sending her the duration of the money as well, and he told her, "Well, you just let me keep the $675, and I'll."
Well, he didn't say that on the phone call that I heard when he was talking to Amaya. He said that he paid half, and so because that's what she asked for.
She only gave him
So
half
if
back. Correct.
and if that's half, that's $600. So she gave him $600 back and gave him the suits back.
But on her post, she said she gave him $1,200 back on her post, but she took it off.
Yeah, well, that's with them, so we don't know the facts. All that's allegedly. So
Yeah, that's allegedly.
Yes,
but I was just I know
that all the other stuff we have saw is facts. We know that to be facts.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the money, tomato, 600, 300, 1,200. It's all stealing. If you ask me, like both
from anybody,
everybody's stolen.
Bring Naisha on. Naisha, you really.
But I really
come on in here, Naisha.
I think it's all really unfortunate because it's.
Yeah, go ahead, Nicole.
I just think it's all really unfortunate because there's so many ways that this can turn out now, especially with them knowing who they are and being able to find them and all of that. So you never know what's going to come behind that. But also with that, you have to take accountability for your own actions because nobody made you go into any store and steal. Not saying that we all have not had a past or done wrong or anything, but if something happens, you have to hold yourself accountable for your own actions.
I don't disagree with the fact that stealing is incorrect and wrong. What I disagree with is you taking the extra mile to solicit somebody because you have an issue with them instead of saying the issue that you have with them. You have an issue.
I agree.
And to me, because we are in the community together and we are supposed to be together, it's repulsive to me. But even if I had an issue, say I had an issue with Chevelle, me and Chevelle didn't like each other. If I came across some information like that with Chevelle, I still wouldn't do that to her because I know other people in the community have done this. And I know I'm just gonna say it. I know all the boosters that be in there are so upset with Miss Tasia, baby, because they said they got that place locked down like Fort Knox from whoever was in there. So, baby, and it doesn't make you look.
So
good.
you telling me the girls gonna be repeating they show stuff?
It doesn't make you look like a loyal person. It doesn't make you look like somebody who's for the community. And then you turn around and you're actually stealing from somebody in the community. Whether you return the money or not, your intention was to steal $1,200 from these people for their wedding day. And you got caught doing it.
So I agree with
but both of them got caught doing it.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, I agree with everything that Jonathan is saying, except, Jonathan keeps saying, well, whoever it was, we know exactly who it was, Jonathan, on the video.
I don't know who it was. I'm not here to incriminate it. I don't know exactly who it was.
Yeah, you know, Debo.
I'm from the rough part of town.
But I understand because all of us, I keep saying all of us generalization, but I've known people that did things and went into this store, they fall out with my friend who's stunt, and then go use their pictures and say, this person has been stealing.
Well, the girls been stealing. They steal other girls' pictures to use them to run their ads. Like we've been stealing.
I mean, but I'm not.
I think
Coco,
not me.
And I think a lot of it has to do as well with the fact that whoever Amaya's culprit was supposed to be, it's sickening. Like when you can sew clothes and when you can do things and when you can make somebody's entire package in one day for a pageant, and it's sickening and stuff that places and wins, and then Tasia, all of a sudden your sewing machine go clank and your shit not running no more. That will also be another strategic move for you to make to out somebody in the community.
So, Jonathan, do you think it'll get past like the internet? Do you think that they can be in one room together without wanting to fight each other?
Well, they're gonna have to be. They on cast together at a new upcoming show.
Well, I was going to say that I seen videos of them in a new show upcoming. I don't know how they're going to handle each other in a room. I would think that.
I don't think there should be any type of fighting or whatever.
No, it should be professional. I could be in the same room with somebody I don't like and just act like they don't even exist. I got to get my money.
That's easy, and that's easy to say when you are not the one that's
involved.
Because right now, in the moment, I can get to that point where I can be in the room with you, but at this very moment, I might not need to be in the room with you. That might not be.
I personally don't want to be in the room with somebody who is deceitful and somebody who would directly take from somebody on their wedding day. This is my wedding day, and you're going to charge me.
Baby, you have people like that you call friends.
Hello.
That's true.
Take it from somebody who knows.
Yeah.
We call folks friends who don't have your best interest at mind. So if people don't get along and they do whatever, that's to be expected. I don't put anything past anyone.
That's
Nothing.
right. No farther than you can throw them. Yeah.
No.
I think what
And
needs to
everybody
happen
I work
is
with is bigger than me.
What you say,
Maya and Tasia gonna have to either fight or have sex, but they gotta get that energy
Oh Lord Jesus.
under
Or
control.
maybe they need to have. Maybe they need to find a trans man and have a threesome with. Maybe they need to be in a
That's
circle.
it.
And just get it over with. Just get it over with.
And then we just call it an intervention.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yes,
think
that's what
I
it
think
is.
Miss
No,
Tasia
but
definitely has the
what they
hots
both
for Maya.
can do at this point, is since both of them have been outed in situations, is just leave each other alone and don't
Please.
say nothing to each
Yes.
other. That's
Yeah.
not that hard to do. People
You know
always
what?
talking about it takes too much energy to walk around and be like that. No, it don't, because sometimes I see people who I ain't spoke to in years and
Me
I ain't
too.
thought about them till I saw them. That don't mean I'm out reading you, hating on you, or nothing. I just don't fool with you. I don't love you. I don't dislike you. I just have nothing for you. And they can be like
Right.
that and still
Right.
respect each other and still work in this business. Look how
Y'all
many
need to
people
leave
that you
each
just
other
don't get
alone.
along with.
Right.
Yeah.
Aisha, you are shorter than Nicole.
Y'all just need to leave each other alone. Jonathan, thank you so much for coming to Our Point of View and sharing your
Very
powerful
welcome. Thank you
story.
for having me.
And
I will. Oh, he's gone.
well, we can still talk to him though.
Next time they gotta run though.
And
They
whoever
gotta
that
run
other
next
child,
time.
the child over there that's sewing, I need you to take my measurements when I get to Atlanta next week. And I'm sure I got a bunch of fabric. I ain't got to go steal none or nothing. I'll just bring it with me.
Nikki, we're not blaming Tasia for anything. We're just saying that she went on a tour to make sure that it got out, but we're not blaming her for anything. We didn't say she gave names, so we don't know who gave the names. He said Vic gave the names, but we're not
Yeah,
saying
and
any of
if you
that.
listen to a couple of them videos too, Trent, you can see that that's really not even Tasia talking to them.
No, that's not.
Yeah,
That's somebody else
we're
who
not
gave her
saying that.
information.
Well,
I think it's the principle, the principality of
Paige and her, it's just their personal animosity. Everybody go through that. I don't know.
Right.
But it can go too far if they don't nip it in the bud. It can go too far. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Tasia, you want to come in?
Too far can be fighting, Trent. Going too far could be fighting. Remember the same thing with the child sight. That could be too far. So if somebody get beat, it's just like fighting to me. Ain't no such thing as no fair fight. When I'm fighting to try to win. I ain't trying to lose the fight. So if I'm being dirty against somebody I don't like, then you just doing what you do.
And now the thing is too, and speaking of that, so I'm not sure.
And don't keep talking to me about no community. Now y'all can get on y'all high horse that want to take the moral ground, but fuck the community sometimes. You know how the community can be. You can make one false move and you in cancel. You cancel.
Nicole, now I'm with you on that one.
So I'm glad my thing caught up with y'all.
But
All
sometimes
this,
too, you can't tell somebody, like, I don't know what Tasia wants them to publicly apologize for. So whatever it is that she looked for a public apology. So at this point, Tasia feels they've done her wrong. Now, if you done me wrong, you can't tell me how to react to you. So I'm gonna react to you the way I feel appropriate for myself.
Well, Tasia's here.
Yeah. And people always want to tell you the correct way for you to respond to something, but they don't never want to acknowledge what caused your reaction.
Hi, Tasia.
Is it? Am I on? Am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
Oh, hello. Greetings and salutations to you all.
Hello.
You still over there sitting on that stimulus check?
Okay, listen. So let me. I'm going to clarify a few things really quickly that someone screenshot to send to me that I want to clear up. First of all, there was $675 that was sent to me that was actually returned. It wasn't a full $1,200. That's number one. And not only do I have a signed affidavit that they knew what was going on, I have screenshots of when the money was sent and when the money was sent back. It's called cover your ass. Thing two, like I said, I don't want anybody to apologize to me. I don't want anybody to apologize to me. What I want the public apology is for my fiance, for y'all making up false accusations about he's on these apps and he's talking to all these different girls. One thing I can handle myself. And like somebody said on here, I'm old and messy. Bitch, I've been old. I've been motherfucking messy. We all messy. And like I will continue to say, I have not met a bitch yet to make my mouth look like ketchup. And if you're going to run up on me, do know that I am licensed to carry. My father is a motherfucking prominent lawyer. He told me that if I have license to carry, go ahead and use my license to carry. So I'm asking for a public apology, not for me, for my fiance, for y'all lying and saying that he's in these girls' inboxes, y'all lying and saying that he is on all these apps. And I'm going to say this for myself. I ain't go to all these stores looking for going around shopping all these stores, asking them to show me this, that, and the third. What happened was when I was in those stores, those people pulled me to the side because I go there so much and I spend so much money there. And they asked me, do you know these people? When they asked me if I knew the people on the video, I was like, But when they pulled up the faces, I was like, I wasn't the one that told who the person was. I wasn't the one that told who the person was. So I'm thinking like, am I being attacked because I didn't mind posting it? But you said it came out a week ago.
So let me ask you this. What is the real problem, and why did you feel it was so important to post the pictures that you knew would be embarrassing to these people?
Because there was a situation to where a fake account was made on Jacked, and it was shared saying it was my fiance. And the person that was in the vicinity with them recorded them do this. So I'm saying, my thing is, why are y'all doing this to him? This man laid beside me and cried, trying to explain to me, baby, that's not me. My baby crying because he has nothing to do with the situation? No. So the way that I am, you think you got me, I'm going to get you. And like I said, I have more than just one place. So I can be evil and devious and conniving like the people are calling me and just post all of the places.
So I'm going to ask you this question. The question that Americans want to know. Can you not take Amaya Glamazon?
I'm going to say this. In order for you not to take to somebody, they have to be on your level. It has nothing to do with shows. I own 2 homes. I own 2 cars. I am a titanium member with Marriott Properties. I have a platinum American Express, and I have an 840 credit score. Why can I not take her?
Well, I don't know why. I don't know why you can't take her. I'm just asking, is it yes or no?
Listen, for me, it's about life, not shows. Because when the lights are off, when the curtain is down, then who are you? And we keep speaking on the wedding. There was one incident that I admitted to, and the guy and I had a conversation. That boy did not take those suits to them. That boy came over here and got his suits.
So that was. Let me just make it clear. So you can take Amaya. It wasn't that you.
It's not that I cannot or it's not that I can't or cannot take her. It's a situation that has to do with my lover and the lover that she and I. First of all, they wasn't even together when that boy and I was talking. They was not together, and I never slept with him. We never had sex. That is a lie. We never had sex.
So and sometimes different people goals are different things. Like your goal is to be a homeowner and this and that. Some people goals are just to be a show person or male lead or so different people have different goals.
That's the affidavit I had him sign. If you could read that for me, and I have the signed copy of that.
I understand that the garments I've received from Needles and Threads Inc. are gifts and free of charge. I also understand that the garments have been purchased from a vendor and customized by Needles and Threads Inc.
And that's what I had him sign. So no, all that stuff was given back. So all this stuff that they're going on with, that's a lie. But
do you think that y'all can get past that though?
Here's the thing. I wouldn't mind sitting down, having a conversation with her, getting it all out, because social media and stuff, I have my fans, my friends, and my motherfucking allies, and so does she. But and they add to the fire. So I don't mind sitting down having a conversation with just she and I.
Well, Gavin, no, that was the they haven't sent the signed one to me. I don't have that one.
Okay,
No,
so
because
part of what you just said, because I really enjoy both of you guys. And me and Tate have known each other much longer, of course. And but even if y'all got together, what do you think will be your goal leaving the conversation moving forward?
to reconcile what happened in the past between she and I, and to move for greatness on her end and mine.
So would you be willing to give an apology as well as she?
Of course, and believe it or not, if you go on my page, I made an apology. First of all, I said whatever I've done, I apologize for. I owned up to what I did, and I asked for forgiveness.
So when you say whatever I done, okay, because I'm being devil's advocate. If we have a problem and me and Trent talk and you say, I'll apologize for whatever I've done. No, I need you to be specifically.
I apologize for recording the video and posting it, because I only did one video. I apologize for that, because I have several videos. I apologize for that. That's what I apologize for.
And what was your intent on posting the video or posting the video?
My intent in posting the video was just like they sent around the fake profile of my fiance.
Okay.
Well, see, I didn't know that, so I don't. When people react to something, you can't tell me how to react to it. So I'm gonna do whatever I feel like doing.
Exactly.
So, okay, I get that.
And that was the point that I was trying to stress for everybody to stop making it seem like she was wrong in whatever way she handled whatever situation. Because people are quick to tell you that you shouldn't have did this, but they don't want to go off of what caused your response to whatever that was.
And then there was another situation to where it was said that the establishment that I work at, I know the owners and I know all this, and I'm going to get you fired from there. Excuse me? This has nothing to do with where I work.
It's so much room in this industry for everybody, because all you guys are talented. Y'all all know how to command the stage. Y'all know how to get up there and look amazing, each and every one of y'all. A lot of this stuff can stay on surface. A lot of us don't have to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I think that when you do get a certain age, like even with me, you remember I used to cuss everybody out
and tear up the place.
Tear up shit. I did. But now I see it in a different light now, because you have to grow to a certain spot. You know, you're doing.
It's cold for your girlfriends. It's not cold if you ain't got your girlfriend. If they're not your girlfriend, Larry. Larry say it's cold. You don't tell on your friends. They not friends.
No, they're not friends.
Yeah, they're not friends. So stop trying to. And that's what everybody said. You're not supposed to. Even you said it earlier, Trent. You know, we're not supposed to tell on each other. We family, this, that, and the third. They got a vendetta.
Yeah, they do got a vendetta, but you know,
I see someone over here. Someone says,
but they got to have grace.
My
for
man
each
can't
other.
defend himself. First of all, my fiance is new to this scene.
No, I don't, Naisha.
Okay, hold on, Tasia. We're gonna take you out for a second. Stay there.
And I told Nicole, it's a different situation. I was talking to Nicole about just her in her field being a level of professionalism. It wasn't about how she should react to somebody who personally did something to her. I mean.
Okay, hold on. Now we got someone in. We got Glamazon. Hey, Amaya.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing absolutely great, actually. I want to say this first. I want to apologize to all my people that follow me, that are copying my fans, but are my people that support me. What I'm doing right now, I have been asked numerous times not to do. I've kept quiet. I haven't said anything. I haven't responded to anything that's been posted or anything. I haven't said anything, but I will. I'm not going to touch base on the store situation, but I will touch base on the personal thing that's going on right now. And I'm going to just say this. She can't take me. She can't take me. I thought that we had came to an agreement where we was cool. We had got to a place where we was being adults about the situation, and we means the little beef that we had. I thought. I spoke with her, and she said, okay, this is squash. This is done. We were seeing each other at the pageants. We were speaking to each other. We was like having like short conversation. No, we was not friends. No, we will never be friends. But we talked. I've never said anything about Tasia after that situation. Every Monday, thank you so much, Tasia, for yet and still tipping me, coming to the stage and tipping me. I thank you for that. With that being said, it also put me in a place where I thought that, we was on a better note. Evidently, we wasn't. She reached out to my friends and told me that she wanted a public apology towards her husband. Her husband wrote me and he wanted to fuck on me. And that's what he wanted to do. And I have that, and that's what it was. And it wasn't. This was like way before.
Is her husband the top or bottom?
Go on, what you go on.
But it was that, and I said that a long time before, and when that was said, again, we came to a place where I thought that we was okay with it. We was okay with it. Evidently, she did not swallow that pill. I will not. And I repeat, people have told me not to do this. I'm so sorry to all my promoters, to all my people that told me not to do this. But I will not apologize for your husband's actions. I will not do it. I'm so sorry. What I will apologize for is I'm so sorry that you are in a situation or you are with someone that is not totally being honest with you. But me, I will not apologize for your husband's wrong.
Will you bang him?
Not.
Shut up, Trent.
Would you bang him?
Okay. You say what?
Would you bang him?
No, because I would have.
Okay.
I don't have that desire to do that. I really don't. I don't have a desire to do that. I mean, again, I thought me and Tasia had got to a place where we was okay.
Right. So
I really did.
So Amaya, in your head, where do y'all go moving forward, or is it a place moving forward?
We don't because now I can't trust you because I feel like when you have made that when you had came to me and you said, okay, well, this is this and this is that and we're gonna squash this, and I did not completely I completely let my guard down towards it and felt that we was okay. And for you to turn around and stab me again with this, it lets me know that regardless of whatever it's going to be, you're never going to like me in that way. And that is okay. But as people can see, I have not responded. I have not said nothing to Tasia. I have not argued with her. I have not said anything to her husband out of respect for her, out of respect for their engagement. I mean, because there's a lot of things I could have done that I didn't.
So you're saying that he hit you up on the app, and so that app is not supposedly him, and Tasia Tasia.
What I get from the Tasia wrote, it said something about I created a fake profile to inbox him on an app, and my first thought is, well, what is your husband doing on the app for me to make a fake profile to write him? What
app is this? What app is this?
On? Because I mean, the only app that I'm on is Jack.
So it's K Michelle. She said it today. But I need y'all. I don't know what can transpire.
And I also want to say this too. I want to say before I get off, I want to say this too. I am not responsible, and I cannot say how people should react. I can't say how you should react. But what I will not allow you to do is to react to me about something that your husband is doing. I am not doing it. Your husband is doing it. So however you react, you don't react towards me. You react towards your husband. Because he made a vow to you. He made a promise to you.
So all of this is about an app and somebody hitting somebody up.
Maybe y'all should just all just get together and be a throuple.
But no, I won't do that.
Amaya, let me ask you this. How did it make you feel when she posted the video of you in the stores and stuff?
How it made me feel? It made me feel like oh my gosh, she will make up anything or show anything to put me in the media to be negative or for me to be considered as a thief or whatever. You will show anything. I mean, but you are a thief, not me. I mean, you can say that didn't really matter to me. What mattered to me was that whatever it could be would have been, you went out your way to do that. You went out your way to go to a fabric store and to show something.
So y'all think she went up there to just go up there to see? But what about the other people that went up there and they asked them?
No, they didn't. They did not. They did not do that, Chevelle.
How Vic got it?
How Vic got it? Vic did not get it. Vic brought it to them. Vic brought it to them about who he thought I was, or who he thought the person in the video was, and who he thought the person in the video was Jeremy and all this and that. He brought that to them. And Tasia went back and she put it out there.
Wait, so Vic
now keep in mind, I'm not gonna say, oh, it's Tasia. No, it's not. It's Vic. This root starts from Vic. But she sprayed it and put it out there. I mean, not even knowing who it is.
So Vic, they showed it to Vic like they showed it to Tasia. Yeah. But Vic showed them y'all pages and stuff and showed them who it was.
That wasn't Tasia. What Tasia did was spread it.
So Vic must get a lot of free fabric from that end.
No. The problem is that he wasn't getting free fabric from there.
So Vic can't take either.
Clients. When Jeremy came here to Atlanta, he was no longer getting any more clients, and he was no longer getting fabrics.
Also,
great things to sell. So I mean, that's where that goes.
So Tasia can't take you, and Vic can't take the other child. There's a lot of can't take and hating in Atlanta.
Yeah, he was losing business. I mean, it's not a secret. It's not a secret at all. Jeremy have came here to Atlanta, and he have done great things for a lot of great people, and it have went to a place where it is shutting other places and other people down. And
Marty, let me ask you one more thing. I don't mean to cut you off.
It's a vindictive thing now.
Let me ask you one more question, Amaya. Being that this video is being passed around, you are a symbol of excellence. When you win a national title, you automatically get this platform, whether you ask for it or not, right? So do you think in this moment, that your action was conducive of a great queen?
Great queens have done a lot of things that is not in their character. Okay. And a lot of great queens have done a lot of things to protect their crowns.
And a lot of
hold on, let her answer.
And with that being said, not saying that is me in that video, because I won't never say that. But what I will say is this: I'm not the first, I won't be the last. If that was to be the case, if you're not stealing, you're prostituting. If you're not prostituting, you're writing checks. If you're not writing
Well,
checks, you're
prostitution, you selling your
putting
own
loans.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you do. But you go
Prostitution,
to jail for it. It's a
you
law.
selling your own ass. You ain't
It's a
taking
law.
nothing.
It's a
It's still
law
an
that you
illegal
can't.
transaction.
In some states.
It's a law that you can't.
In some states.
What is out there is unfortunate. But it's okay because again, I'm human just like everyone else.
Yes.
And everyone else have done something of this same nature.
Doesn't make it right.
To make sure that they are considered as a symbol or excellent. They have no one have not done anything that the person in the video have not done. I mean, and I'm done with it.
So the thing is, okay, so we don't want to condone the actions that we saw. We definitely don't want to condone the actions. But more so.
But we don't want to take no accountability either.
Yeah, but the thing is, not only that, we don't want to. Everybody hasn't done. Like Dominique was saying that she has never did this or whatever, and people say that she didn't have clothes. However, you know, the things and experience that we have, it's about learning and growing, and it's like, where do we go from here?
Right.
So it's for self and a self observation to see like, where do we go from here? Because I don't want you to feel embarrassed or ashamed, although the act of what we saw was not truly representation of who you are or your character as a person, because a lot of people have done not maybe that thing, but things that they're not proud of. I'll put it that way. Things that they're not proud of. But we just want it's a learning experience.
Amaya, do you think it's a double standard when it comes to who's doing what?
We can't hear you, Amaya.
You're on mute, Amaya.
You're on mute or something.
Yeah, we still can't hear her.
Yeah, we can't hear you. I don't know what happened. We can't hear you. But I don't know. But yeah, so that was Amaya Glamazon. So thank you, Amaya, for coming through and telling you how you feel. We're gonna take a break because we haven't went to a commercial, so I need to play this commercial. We'll be right back.
Lord. Yeah. So okay. So after listening to all of that, that was a lot to take.
Oh my God.
Like I'm almost over here like kryptonite. Like I'm drained.
Yeah.
I feel like I was in a court hearing.
Dominique, you were stunned. You were just stunned.
You know, it was just the normalization of it all for me.
Okay.
It was just the normalization of it all, and and I stand in judgment of nobody.
Okay.
And I'm not choosing sides. I'm not saying who's right or who's wrong. But at the end of the day, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. And we have, as a community of people, we have got to get to a place to where we stop making this behavior normal. Because we can't be like other communities because we're already marginalized. We're already looked down upon. And I just think that we've got to get to a place to where we hold ourselves to a higher standard. Even though something has been done for years, still doesn't make it okay. And because it's been done for years doesn't mean that we need to continue this thing. We've got to find a better way. And I'm not sitting here and acting like, I'm some preacher's wife, because I have done things that were wrong, but I can't identify with that situation because if I stole a piece of gum, my mama would braid 3 switches up and whoop me down the street in front of all of my friends and all of the neighbors.
Girl, switches hurt so bad.
But she would braid those switches together, put a rubber band at the end of them, and wedge the switches to where it's stuck. So I remembered that trauma. And so I just.
When you say, go ahead.
No. What's your question?
When you said normalize things, I think that it goes to people. Everybody have different backgrounds and upbringing, and social economics play a factor because some people are more financially stable than others as far as the money that we have to do these things.
Yes.
And the sponsors that we have, but
yes,
wants this to live this ooh la la grand lifestyle, and we really can't afford it. And different people who can't afford it, you fake it till you make it. And a lot of people, when they're faking it till they make it, they do all types of things to get them to fake it till they make it.
But do the ends justify the means?
No.
Is your freedom to impress all of these fans and to impress these pageant people to win these contests? Because let's just face the facts.
Do like I do. Buy from the booster. Don't boost it yourself.
But here's the thing. Let's just face the facts. All of the people that we do all of these things and we spend every last dime we have to impress, at the end of the day, do they really care about us at all?
No, they do not. No, they do not.
So that means, so what we're saying is, I'm going to, and I'm not speaking on this particular situation. Please don't get me wrong, because I don't want to make Tasia mad. I don't want to make Maya mad because I've never met her. I think she looks great. She looks sickening. But what I'm saying is,
Naisha, I do not perform. However, I know what a lot of people that perform do to make it to the stage, and a lot of the things they do to make it to the stage might not always be the correct thing to do. So
true, yeah.
I want to know what the people do to get to the stage and get to the pageants.
But but that's true. But what are you going to be doing? Sitting in a jail cell with the crown on your head?
But Dominique, it's not normalization for me. I'm not trying to normalize this situation. What I'm trying to do is add grace to the situation, because I always said that God has given me grace so many times. So many times I could have been locked up. So many times I could have been, laying in the hospital, anything, but he always gave me grace. We have to give people grace. What she did, was it right? No. What Tage did, was it right? No. But sometimes we just got to give people grace because we are only human, and you've done more pageants on the white scene. The black scene, we are harder on each other than the white scene. You can go to registration and at a white pageant with a ponytail sticking out the top of your head and gym clothes on, and they're gonna love you the same. You do that in these black systems, and you may not be able to perform at the next prelim or the next function. So it's this thing where you have to always look so great all the time. I'm not making excuses. I'm just opening it up to show you the differences in that.
And
you know what I'm saying?
okay, but with that same grace that you're talking about, Trent, was there any accountability for what your actions were?
Yes, I always take accountability.
And once you put forth that accountability, that's when the grace came. When you acknowledge.
But when I said normalization, Trent, I wasn't referring to you per se.
No.
What we have to acknowledge first is it's all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So then what we have to do is we have to redefine the standard in which we measure ourselves, because we have to think about what's best for me. Am I going to continue to risk? Because, okay, say you go in, you steal, somebody has a gun, they shoot you in the back and you die. So is what you were stealing worth your life? Was it worth your freedom? We've got to talk to each other in a place to where, from a mature place, step outside of that stage genre, because even though for some of us this is our living, it's still an alternate reality. Because at the end of the day, that's not what's going to define us at the end of times. So we've got to think about the bigger picture as opposed to getting this.
But some people want that. Some people want that too.
Kind of what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Your actions are defining who you are. Because now at this point, whether it was them on tape or not, when you think of that, that is what's going to pop to your mind. Just like me, and I hold myself accountable. When y'all see me out and I'm acting fool, the first thing people say is, she drunk. Even if I'm not. Even if I'm just sitting up laughing and having a good time, I define that for myself. So I have to take accountability when people say that. So when people turn around and say different things like, oh, you're a thief, or that's a thief, or something to come up missing, and the first person they look at is you, you can't feel no type of way because you did what you did to define that. And when you are adult,
but the thing is, in this society too, I think perception really leads a lot of people, and they define your reputation by your perception. So, because true enough, you don't have to do shows to look nice and all that, because there's a lot of people that never done shows, but they look nice for the audience. They go and craft and they booth and they do all these things to look nice, to walk around the audience and like. So I just want her to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like, I understand both sides of the spectrum, so I'm not overly judgmental on the situation.
Well, I want to move on to a topic, and because we can talk about that. As
well, we always done now.
Well, yeah, but I still want to ask this question. as elders, gay parents, and or mentors, do we teach our children or people we mentor about other aspects of life outside of the gay lifestyle? Outside the gay lifestyle, such as higher education, vocational school, getting into a career, or simply seeking to be better in life? Explain your answer and share what type of parent you were or are. So that goes to her parents, and who is her parents and who teach her. So do you teach your children? Because for me, when my children get in trouble and stuff like that, because I have children that do wrong and they get in trouble, and I tell them, you got to learn from your mistakes. So don't be mad about what you done got yourself into, because you knew you was doing wrong. So don't be mad that you got to go do this time. So, and I'm gonna tell you this, I'm not one to write letters all the time. So before you go, I don't write letters, but when I can, I'll send you a postcard or something.
Right.
Because I didn't put you there. But you know what you're doing when you go out and steal. You know what you're doing when you go out and write checks. You know what you're doing when you run the scam on the computer, or whatever case may have been. So that's the type of parent I am. I want to know what you're doing in school. Do you have a job? I want you to go to work. What are you doing today? Do you know, because now I have kids that did all the scamming, but now they're managers and stuff like that because they went to jail and they learned from their lesson. So they got their jobs and all that kind of stuff like that. And that's why I don't even get to hang with my kids now because they going to work. But back then, you would see me with them all the time. We would all be in the club together, you know, because they were scamming and doing all the type of stuff. But now they learn from their mistakes because that's the type of parent I am. And I don't even care about you doing shows and all that kind of stuff like that because that's what I do. You know, and I don't ask you to care about what I do because if I worked at Sears and Roebuck, I wouldn't ask you to care about me working there. You know, I don't care about that. I don't ask you to care about that. But I want you to care about how am I doing in my everyday life. Be it that you know I do shows. Mama, are you okay? What's you know, you got this right, you got that right. And that's why I have one of my kids that's making sure that my taxes are right, my credit is right, and all that kind of stuff like that. That's what I care about with my kids.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
So what do y'all care about, and how do you mentor your child?
For me personally, go Nicole.
I've always encouraged mine to go to stay in school and to strive for higher. I talked to Cornelius several times about trying to get the principal job. Baby, if they ain't doing it, you go ahead, you qualify for it. And all the rest of it. I have been to many graduations.
Me too. I done been to graduations for my kids from colleges and everything. What about you, Trent?
A lot of my kids older than me, so they should have been telling me stuff. But I came out around great people, but they was not without flaws. I came out jumping into U-Hauls with them because you can teach people, you can tell them anything you want to tell them. I always say people are like a baby with a hot stove. They don't know what hot is until they touch that stove. So they're going to always reach for it and try to touch it. So now they know what hot is. Okay, so sometimes you got to let these kids go out there and make those mistakes so that when they circle back around, they can understand what you was talking about. It'll play in their head. I do have to, you know, I did tell my kids and my parents told me, you know, right from wrong, but there's still stuff I wanted to do just on my own to make sure the stove was really hot so I can know what a hot stove was. So, you know, it all plans out because I love Tanisha, God rest her soul, but shit, I was sitting in the hospital with Tanisha while she was getting her breast and we knew all we did was call in a credit card number, one of her friends. I sat there like, you know,
like nothing.
Like coming out cash. You know what I'm saying? Because you love your parent too. And let me tell you something. A lot of us come from humble beginnings. A lot of us have been kicked out of our parents' home. So we run to this gay parents and we go to these lives, right? If you want a piece of the pie too, I don't roll with my girlfriends while they writing checks. I don't roll with my girlfriends when they stealing out of stores and stuff because I wanted things that I didn't have. So once you get past that, then you'll understand life a little better. But you got to go through some things to get somewhere. You know, it will change one day. It won't always be like that. You know, you can't do the same thing, the same wrong stuff for the rest of your life and think you're going to get
And
back.
I always tell people it was different for me. What, Dominique?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
I always tell people it was different for me because even I grew up around the scamming. Like they had a crew here called the CWA, Check Writers of America. And I used to hang with them. And so, but they made sure I went to school. They made sure whatever I did, I had to go to school. They made sure, okay, you want to do the show? You getting up tomorrow though to go to school, and that's because they knew my mama. Even when I did want to start trying to write checks and stuff, they would never like teach me the ropes. You're not doing that. You know, if you want to do drag, go ahead and do that, but you're not going to write checks and stuff like that. They would never let me do that. So that's how I was known to teach my children like that, because I can't teach you how to scam. I can't.
Right.
All I can teach you how to do is turn in the CD. Okay, well that a USB at this point.
Right.
So I just posted a lot of my sons the other day in my story, but I really encourage like moving forward in education, in your career, and all these types of things outside of pageantry. Like I have a few kids that do pageants, but I have a lot of sons that don't even go to pageants, and it's because we just connect on different levels. So I'm not like, well, my story might not be like the next person's story. I grew up with a 2-parent household. I grew up with a 2-parent household that both are college educated. So my story and my perspective is different from somebody who grew up with a single mother or whatever, or a single father. So education was always important to me. Like my mother and father, we didn't make big deals out of graduating from high school because that's what you're supposed to do. If you're kindergarten, first grade, you're supposed to finish high school. So graduating college was the big thing for us. Like, so I just think people's perspectives are different. And Nicole was somebody who, I was Nicole's child when I was in grad school at Georgia State, and we would go out party. She would wake me up and like, okay, it's class time. Sasha Valentino back then would wake me up like, oh, you gotta go to class. I want to sleep in, and we don't party all night at Backstreet. So she's like, you got to go to school. So Sasha and Nicole was very like instrumental in pushing me to like, okay, you need to go and finish grad school and do those things. But everybody's perspective is different.
And so on that note, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Our Point of View each and every week. We are here at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. If you want to subscribe with us and advertise with us, please hit one of us up here at Our Point of View, and we will get that done for you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Chevelle Brooks 75 on YouTube. Follow us on our Facebook page at Our Point of View. And y'all always know, if y'all got the tea, just call and we'll get our judge. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love y'all for free. Don't forget, y'all can always watch it. If you missed something, go back to YouTube and give us the judge. Good night, everybody. We love y'all.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.